All right, man. Towards the talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. 12 o'clock show, baby. 12 o'clock show. Look, man. I got my Naruto shirt on. I ain't show that this morning. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, wanted to show it now. Look, man. So today we're going to get into this unreleased video footage of a track that Drake has sent to Kendrick. And I think this is a fascinating clip that I want to watch with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So stick with me over here. Hey man, look, this is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. All the beautiful single ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. Go in and shoot your shot, nigga. You know what it is? I don't sell no merch, but I do have content, and that's absolutely free. If you want to leave a donation, you don't have to. But if you want to, links is on the screen, cue card, all that good stuff. Hey, man, they called me the Hidden Gem. Went from 1,300 subscribers to over almost 10,000. And I want to say this. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed to this channel. We ain't going to always agree. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that we're going to disagree on. I just want y'all to understand that. We learn how to agree to disagree. It might get a little heated, but we respect each other and we love each other at the end of the day. That's how it goes. So as long as we keep that in mind, that we all brothers and sisters over here, white, black, Asian, Chinese, purple, green, whatever. We all brothers and sisters over here. We might disagree with each other, but this is where we at. And we learn how to agree to disagree. So look, tell me where you from too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to keep y'all with my story. I ain't going to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be sentimental and shit. I ain't going to do all that. I'm just going to, get to the clip. So let's go.
Drake is keeping his long game going. The rapper has been releasing content on his 100 Gigs website consistently. Welcome back, it's your host Nancy Brown. If you are new here, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. The material appears to have shifted in the last few months to include persons he is at odds with. In a 2013 video that he uploaded, he gave Kanye West appreciation. A few days later, he started to follow the contentious musician on Instagram. On August 27th, Drake did it once again. The rapper made the decision to post a video in which he and his regular producer spoke about working with Kendrick Lamar, a partnership that none of us were aware of. For the most part of the video, producer Noah 40 Shebit plays around with a beat. Drake then steps into the screen and starts talking about how Kendrick Lamar is going to sound amazing on it.
When he told me Kendrick, it just made so much sense.
40's response suggests that he made the beat specifically for a Drake and Kendrick Lamar collab. Dreamville musician Omen co-produced the aforementioned beat. We are aware of this since Action Bronson used the beat on his song Actin' Crazy from 2015. The Bronsolino song's release date offers some context for the
Now, I did hear the beat. The beat is pretty good. How do I feel about this whole thing here? I'll get my thoughts in a little bit, but I think that outside of that, how I feel about the collab, outside of that, I think this is another manipulative tactic from Drake to try to show people that he did reach out and look at this. I was trying to be the good guy in the situation. You see me, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be good. I don't take none of this serious.
Anticipated release date of the Drake and Dot collaboration. The two rappers collaborated on the songs F King Problems and Poetic Justice. Later in the year, when Lamar released the Control verse and Drake gave him some verses on the language, problems surfaced. Drake's physical attributes in the 100 Gigs video clip correspond to this period prior to Control. It's unclear if Drake or Kendrick Lamar ever delivered a verse over the Actin' Crazy track. The chess move, however, is evident. On his website, Drake deliberately includes content regarding Kendrick Lamar. The rapper is using strategies that are less obvious than a diss song, as if he wants the fight to go on. There's an internet notion that Drake will eventually provide proof that he provided fake information to Lamar's crew for Meet the Grahams. We're moving.
It's like, why? You're gonna provide evidence that this is a rumor. Let's just go with the rumor. You're gonna provide evidence that that you provided fake evidence to Kendrick Lamar, which is crazy to me because in the song you said that you fed the information and the dudes that shared it with you was clowns. So essentially you calling yourself a clown because you are saying that you were the one that shared the information. I don't think that if Drake was a writer for a movie, this movie would be terrible. You would know everything from the beginning. He definitely ain't a movie writer or script writer. You could say that. It's crazy.
Into uncharted terrain when it comes to Lamar-related stuff, and there's evidence to corroborate this. To put it mildly, the upcoming weeks should be fascinating. Drake posted a video of The Weeknd and him backstage at OVO Fest in 2013, looking like they're not the best of friends. With the exception of The Weeknd, Drake daps everyone in the room in the first scene of the video, and makes jokes about his performance at the festival.
Yes. That's right.
He finally notices The Weeknd's presence right before it finishes. Supporters on social media claim it demonstrates that the two haven't been friendly in years. You can tell Abel does not FW him lol, one user on X wrote in response. Another noted, Drake
I know The Weeknd has no patience for Drake because I know he's looking like this clown cornball. I know he's at that point. Not right now. I don't think he's so over Drake. He don't really care. But I think at that point, he's looking like this dude is a clown. He's such a clown. You know what I'm saying? I could feel his pain on his face. How much he thinks that he's a clown. You could see it. It's like this guy is a clown. Let's look at it. Let's run that back a little bit. Look at that. He like, I want to punch this motherfucking jaw, man. This dude is such a clown. Like, he's like, I just want to punch him in his face, man. Like, for real. He looking at Drake like, yo, bro. Oh, I just want to, like, as soon as he come over here, I just want to sucker punch this dude, bro. Like, for real. That's what it looks like to me, man. It's crazy.
At his performance at the festival.
Yes. That's right.
He finally notices The Weeknd's presence right before it finishes. Supporters on social media claim it demonstrates that the two haven't been friendly in years. You can tell Abel does not FW him lol, one user on X wrote in response. Another noted, Drake a slimy guy. Peep how he cut the footage immediately he acknowledged The Weeknd and was about to dap him up. Others reflected on how much they've grown over the last decade. The Weeknd was on the rise back then, and you could just tell he was going to be huge. Seeing this footage now is a reminder of how far he's come. OVO Fest 2013 was iconic, one fan added. Drake seemed to imply that he will return and prevail in Game 2 on Sunday by posting a mysterious picture on his Finsta account. Pop culture has been shaped by the debate over the greatest rapper of all time since the 1980s, and this discussion will likely always shape the community's beliefs and ideals. He did this by sharing a famous 2004 interview in which Rasheed Wallace, a standout player for the Detroit Pistons, stated as much. Y'all put it on the front page, back page, middle of the page, we will win Game 2, says Wallace. He also posted a still from the 1986 movie A Better Tomorrow. Understandably, many on social media have taken the post to mean the Toronto rapper's beef with Kendrick Lamar. They have been reacting to the relocation in different ways.
Yeah, I don't. Game two, I don't think this is a Game 2, Drake. I think you got knocked out. This is a whole nother series now. Because I don't think this battle is going to be the same as the last battle. But him sharing that footage is important. And I'll tell y'all why.
On X, a user advised Drake to move on. After the rapper's 100 gigs release, the dust has hardly settled, and now we have 3 new tracks. Highly anticipated Lil Yachty leak, Super Soak, which no longer contains Lil Yachty, will receive a lot of attention. Nevertheless, the bars in No Face are the most intriguing.
How you get lit off the nigga you hating on numbers untouchable, they got the data wrong, this is the
Playboy Carti and Drake trade anger beats back and forth. As usual, Carti does his thing. But Drake takes the opportunity in 2024 to address the rappers that made fun of him. The Toronto superstar chooses to use a few lines to sideswipe every person on the lengthy list.
I'm just so happy that niggas who envied and held that shit and got to finally show it, I'm over the moon.
Drake is rumored to take a meticulous approach. In Push-Ups and Family Matters, he specifically disparaged each of his adversaries. He managed to make light of A$AP Rocky, The Weeknd, Rick Ross, and, of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, We'll see you boys soon. I'm spreading my wings. I hop out cocoon.
No Face chooses an alternative strategy. The six gods choose to leave it open-ended and to make hints about what's to come. There are other occasions on No Face when the sixth god makes the decision to talk about his relationship with the other members of the rap game. Drake's declining ability to produce hits has received a lot of attention. It has been declared obsolete, the Drake stimulus package that powered hip-hop and R&B for more than 10 years. That take doesn't sit well with the rapper. He reminds everyone how he contributed to the success of individuals like Rocky, Ross, and The Weeknd. This is the ST that my daddy had raised me on, and has got lit off the features I skated on, he spits.
And that's another thing too. People gotta understand this. Just because you did a song with somebody doesn't mean you made them lit, bro. Let's be clear here. All the work that these dudes put in, you saying is from you. I could have swore that The Weeknd wrote at least 5 or 6 songs for you, dog. How can you say you put him on when he wrote for you? You know what I'm saying? He gave you, I believe it was Take Care, he gave you like 4 or 5 joints on there. Like, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I gotta know, how you get lit off the end of you hatting on. Drake is working on a significant project, dedicating much of his verse to it, but he hasn't said what it is yet. Drake's opening verse is consistent with this throughout. He goes so far as to mention the counsel that individuals such as OVO 40 have been offering him in private. 40 keeps saying it's time to be patient. He explains, "It's so many people we turning the tables on. Capo got plans, but we'll save that for later on." Hushel keeps saying they know that they played it wrong. Unsurprisingly, A$AP Rocky's latest Billboard cover story is a lengthy one. Ultimately, his involvement in music is on par with his involvement in fashion and movies these days, and his family life with Rihanna and their kids takes precedence over anything else. Naturally, however, the outlet was bound to inquire about the Harlem Creatives fight with Drake, just one of several resulting from a group of artists led by Kendrick Lamar criticizing the Toronto superstar this year. While his ideas undoubtedly satisfy fans' thirst for additional information regarding their rift, it's also evident from his remarks that he views this as essentially a footnote in 2024 that will never really matter. You got
Yeah, so my thing is with, I understand the whole thing with A$AP Rocky. It's like, you talking about my wife, bro. Like, again, man, this guy.
to realize certain Enes was throwing shots for years. A$AP Rocky's words on the Drake beef began. "I ain't in the middle of that ST. That's not how I retaliate right now. I got bigger fish to fry than some PY boys. It is real beef outside. It is real. Enes getting really clipped and blitzed every day. Enes sniping Enes every day. That little kitty ST ain't about nothing."
All right, man, you know the source will be in the description. Reason why it's significant in this whole thing is because now you're going to have people who try to point the finger at Kendrick and say, well, Drake did try to make up with you. He did send you that. But that's exactly what Kendrick said in Euphoria. He said, you know what I mean? I was surprised when I seen that track. You saying, you know, we got some shit to address. That's the thing. So I think Drake wants to sweep everything under the rug. He just want to get rid of it all. He want to be able to say that this is how I'm going to control the narrative by putting all these different things out. And I'm going to keep people talking about me. That's what it's going to be. But for me, I'm not one of them slow people. And neither is the people on this page. We're not slow. We know the manipulative tactics that Drake uses to get people. And this is one of them. This is what he does. He likes to try to control the narrative by putting out things, putting out songs, and then say, well, no, I wasn't dissing him. No. So you put out something and you delete it. Now, there's a couple of other rumors that I really didn't want to talk about, but I might as well because I don't believe it anyway. But I'm just going to throw it at y'all. So I've seen people posting that when Kendrick drop an album, Drake has an interview with a chick that Kendrick used to mess with, that he was allegedly abusing physically and mentally, and she has paperwork stating that that's what happened, right? Now I'm gonna tell you how I know this is bullshit, right? How this is all cap and all bullshit, and it's just a made up thing. If that was the case, all this would have came out already. There's people who literally are on Reddit and all these other websites searching for stuff like that. You're telling me that all this stuff is public information, right? It's all public knowledge. You can get police reports. You can get all this stuff. So you're telling me that this person has the paperwork and nobody else can get to it? It's all public knowledge. You could just search the man's name and pull it up, right? That's what you could do. So if I don't see the you doing that, and you could have been did that, Drake has enough money where he could have got it. That could have happened already. And on top of that, I don't want to. If this did happen, I don't want to disrespect the chick. But this ain't Whitney. And your whole thing was you said that he was beating on Whitney, and that didn't happen. So that's all I'm talking about. If you're gonna start a rumor, you got to get it right. But people ain't dumb. People ain't stupid. It's going to do just like this. If it does happen and some chick come out and say this about him, he ain't going to respond to it. He's not going to say nothing. And he just going to come out and rap. But I think they're saying that he's supposed to drop it when he drop his album. That's what he's saying. Oh, let's wait until he drop his album and then we're going to shit on his parade by dropping that interview. That's corny. That's corny. Because you only doing it to try to mess up his rollout. If you really cared about the things that happened, then you would have dropped it right now. But you don't. That's how I know it's all cap and it's bullshit. So, but I had to put that out there. All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye. 6 o'clock shows coming up. All right, man. See y'all.